Alright, fuckers and fuckettes, what we're going to do today is show you how to install Kali Linux for your Raspberry. Although I'm going to do it on an HP XW9400, and I'm going to use a Z600 as a base because I've got a VM loaded for Windows here that a friend of mine's going to need. And I'm going to use a 32 gig SanDisk Cruiser. Oh wow, that's defocusing. I need to clean that lens, don't I? Hey, let's redneck clean this lens. See, what you do is you take your fresh clean sweatshirt, wipe that sucker off. Oh yeah, nice soft cotton. Clean that sucker right up. Alright, it's still a little defocused. Alright, but anyway, first thing I do is I plug my drive in here. Now let's move the camera over to where you can see the screens. And I can't stress enough that if you're, even though his purpose is legitimate, I mean, his job, like mine, involves keeping people out of networks, so you have to know how they get in. And you have to be able to test your network and make sure. Normally, Kali's made for script kiddies. But anyway, I'm going to go to the folder I made here, and I'm going to load Rufus right here. Yes, and you can download Rufus from goddamn near anywhere. Doesn't matter where. And I just go boom. I'm already in my folder. I put it in the same folder as I did the ISOs. I picked the 64-bit. Boom, and I hit open. And I just hit start. And I tell it okay. And I tell it okay. Motherfucker. Goddamn Windows piece of shit. Son of a bitch. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, I get it. Let's just format the motherfucker. Okay. That's some shit I was playing with. I downloaded one of them Windows 18-in-1 DVDs from some torrent site. Would have been a handy utility, but it was all fucking pre-cracked and shit, so you know, you can't just install and use the numbers that are already on the side of your machine, which is a shame. That would have been a handy thing to have. Alright, so let's try this again. Pick our ISO image again, just to be sure. Hit open. Hit start. Hit OK. Hit OK. Now sometimes with Kali, Rufus is going to want to download a couple extra files. Just fucking let it. That's what that little Rufus files folder is about. I had played with the 32-bit last night on a Dell Dimension 4600. But the reason I'm doing this way is I've explained to him that if you're going to have these tools and you're going to use them at work, you really need to just keep it on a USB drive and leave your fucking Raspberry alone. Leave the OS that came with the Raspberry on it, you know, maybe take some tools that are off the official GSA list and put them on there. Maybe, you know, cruise a couple of porn sites and download a couple of pictures just to make it look like you're actually using the Raspberry as a Raspberry. Because, I mean, everybody uses this shit. It's a lot quicker than fucking testing it with the, quote, acceptable methods. And it's a lot more effective, too. You find a lot more shit. Suppose all them fucked up ass Democrats would have liked to have that information sooner. I don't think they ever backtest their networks. Or their phones. I thought that was funnier than hell. I don't know if it was 4chan or Anon, but
A few days ago I was watching a stream on the deep web. Yes, I play with Tor and Tails. But I was watching a stream on the deep web. They were into one of the Democrats' phones, fucking live streaming video and audio. They didn't even know it. I mean, boring shit, day-to-day shit, but still, it was funny that they were able to do it.
Probably not supposed to be watching that shit, but you know, hey, you stumble across a stream like that, you're gonna click just to see. Fuck. I mean, hell, that's how I got my Debbie Wasserman Schultz porn. Actually, that would qualify as near porn. Now that she's getting fat, who would want it? Back when she was skinny, though, I mean, you know, even though she is a Democrat, you know, but, you know, you can grudge fuck the bitch for being a Democrat, I guess. So I wouldn't touch it, but just because I believe in freedom and she doesn't. But, you know, she got that tiny ass. Oof. Now that she's getting fat, though, that thing's getting big. She's getting them triple chins, too. Shit. Now, believe it or not, this is a USB 3.0 port that fucker's plugged into, but it's only a USB 2.0 drive. That's why it's taking so goddamn long. I hate that shit. Well, I hate Windows in general. But that ain't Windows' fault. That's I'm sticking in on a USB 2.0 drive, even though it's a 3.0 port. And yes, I know the C600 shipped with 2.0s. I replaced that shit, put in my own card, and fucking soldered in my own damn wires for them front ports. No, I didn't use Molex plugs. I didn't make life easy because A, I was too cheap, and B, I was stoned and had a soldering iron in my hands. Come on, come on, come on, you slow-ass son of a bitch. You gotta talk to them, you know. If you don't talk to your computer, it just, you know, it doesn't pay attention. It doesn't do like it's supposed to. Duh. That's a good coffee burp. I can do better off of root beer, though. And like I say, I'm doing this way because he's up in Yankee country and he needs them pretty pictures to point and click at.
And I don't think he understands. I think he's putting a lot of extra steps in, and I don't think he understands the value of just leaving it on a USB. It's gonna, on a Raspberry, it's gonna run just as fast from your USB, from your flash drive, as it does from that internal drive, because that internal drive is nothing but a damn SD card. Alright, so I pull this sucker out, and I go on ahead and hit close, and I kill that. Now looky here, right here. It's going to look a little different on a Raspberry, but I just take this right here and I plug it in right there. Alright. And I go over here and I pray to God that he's got his Raspberry to where he can zoom in on that just a hair. And we got the whole screen in there. So I fire this sucker up. If you're going to do the install for some reason, on the 32-bit it worked fine from USB, on the 64-bit it kept wanting a damn CD, and there is no CD. So anyway, I hit F9 for my boot menu. It's going to be different from... Oh, and by the way, dude, that's the keyboard I use on my little Raspberry. The fucking thing's tiny. My boot menu come up here. It'll be a little bit different on the Raspberry. That's easy. Okay, I pick USB device. Boom. I let it load. And I just go live. I probably should have gone live with USB persistence, but oh well. This takes a minute for it to come up. This is one of the god-awful slowest distributions I've ever seen. It's right down there with Ubuntu and Debian, as far as loading from USB goes. It does get faster once it figures out it's got a USB 2.0 port though. So that is a saving grace, I guess. And that Rufus utility, like I said, you can download it from anywhere on the damn internet. But really, I don't see any... Kali is just organized for the guy that's doing security testing, and unfortunately it's also organized for the little fucking script kiddie that's hacking shit. I don't see anything in Kali that's not available on every single other Linux distribution out there. They've just organized it and geared it towards, you know, security testing or hacking, either way, I guess. I don't encourage hacking. I don't encourage any illegal activities in any way, shape, form, nor fashion. But like I say, a big part of my job is making sure that people can't get into the networks that I create, because if they could, you'd probably need an airplane-proof roof. Alright, here we go. Boom!
We got Kali, it's up and running, and believe it or not, you know, you can use apt and you can use your package managers right from the USB, and you can add your shit. Applications wise, hey, I think there's most of the stuff that he's after. Like I say, every other Linux has this shit. And usual applications, of course, they've got their little desktop in there somewhere. Having problems with this mouse. And I've got a dual network card, so I'm going to click on this just for grins and giggles. I'm curious if it set me up as a teaming adapter or if I'm getting all these collisions on my router. Hell no. Hell no. And let's just type in any site just to see if it's really getting somewhere and not using a cache page. Yeah, cool. It's actually working right out of the box. And it's got a ready-made little menu. Like I say, dude, I can't stress enough, keep this shit on a USB drive. There's a working install for you. I'm going to hit that, and I'm going to go power off. And when I'm done, all I have to do is disconnect it, boom, refire the machine up. Whatever's on, I don't even know what fucking hard drive I've got in there right now, but whatever's on that drive, that's the operating system that's going to load if anybody from work comes in and looks. So I hope that helps you out, dude. It's really that simple. Susie's a lot easier, but like I say, you can use apt, you can use their stupid little software installer, but that's how you get a working configuration, quick, fast, dirty. We'll holler at y'all fuckers and fuckheads later, and let's give a shout out to all the terminally fucked out there. How y'all doing? We'll holler at you later.